All right, today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about dropshipping. My name is Paul J Lipsky. I am your host as usual. So I do these live streams every single week where you can come in, ask any questions that you have inside the live chat. Just say hey, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Here on this channel, we talk a lot about dropshipping on different marketplaces like eBay, Facebook Marketplace. We've done Amazon in the past. Started talking about cryptocurrency recently, all sorts of different ways to make money online. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and come to our live streams every Tuesday. Been doing these for 4 years now. Haven't missed too many weeks, but I'm here consistently to help you guys out. I want to see you guys succeed. Just like I've seen massive success with my dropshipping businesses on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and Amazon, I want to see you guys succeed as well. So that's why I show up every single week to help you guys out. Now this week, before we get into the live Q&A, I want to go over whether or not dropshipping is dead or not, whether it's still alive here in 2021 going into 2022. One of the reasons I want to talk about this is because I've been getting a lot of questions recently, people commenting that Paul doesn't dropship anymore, and that is not the fact. So a little bit of confusion because I made a video a few weeks ago saying that I was taking a break from dropshipping. The thumbnail, I think, said I'm quitting dropshipping, but really it was kind of just a little clickbait, to be honest. The real truth, I was just taking a break. If you watch that video, I talk about how I was just taking a short break because we were closing down for Christmas. Right before Christmas, we closed down. Give a little bit of a break because at that point, any items we ship out won't arrive before Christmas. That's a good period of time to kind of take a break from things, reset, relax, take a deep breath, and get ready for the next year. So that's what that little break was. I wasn't quitting dropshipping permanently. And I want to show you in this video how dropshipping is still alive and well. So I have right here pulled up a software that I use called Zeek Analytics. And what Zeek Analytics does is this is the only software that I use for product research for eBay, and it's a big one that I actually use for Facebook Marketplace as well. There's a lot of different things it can do. It can research different products, but one of the things I particularly love about it is their competitor research tool. So if you find another dropshipper on eBay, you can plug them into this and it will give you so much data about them, information about them, and how well they are selling and how well their store is doing. And that information can be used to help you find profitable products to sell yourself on eBay or even Facebook Marketplace. And we're going to use it right now to show that dropshipping is still working right now on eBay. So I put in a bunch of dropshippers in here, and inside my eBay course, inside my Facebook Marketplace course, I show how to find these other dropshippers, but it's really not that difficult. So I found, 6 of them that I want to highlight for you right here as some examples, and you'll see why I chose these 6 in just a second. So this is the first one right here. It's a relatively new seller. You see they have 62 active listings, and I'm not going to reveal what these stores are. I'm keeping that kind of hidden on purpose. I don't want to put that out there. I don't think that's very fair. But here they are right here. First person, 62 active listings, which isn't a ton. They've probably been doing this for a few months. eBay over the months will raise your listing limits. So they have 62 active listings, and they've sold 84 items over the past month. Now, 84 is not a ton. That's very manageable, right? That's less than 3 orders a day. But still, they've done over $5,400 in sales. Most of their listings are, in fact, selling. They got some great feedback here. So they're doing really well. And this is also really cool. Their average price point is $65. So that's not really low. It's not super high either, but it's right in the middle. So you can make decent profit at that average price. So they're selling a lot right here for such a small store. See some of their items selling 25 times, 17 times, 10 times. So this is a dropshipper who's successful right now dropshipping. Here's another one right here. This person, again, only has 67, very similar to the last one. They have a bit more in sales. All their items are selling, or you can pretty much all their items are selling every single month. A little bit cheaper in price though, but their items, they have many items that are selling multiple times. And the reason I want to show you this column right here shows how many times the item sold in the past 30 days. So it sold 12 times, this one sold 11 times, this one sold 10 times. And the reason I want to highlight this to you is because once you list these items up for sale, once you get them into your eBay store, then they can continue to sell over and over and over and over again. You don't have to relist these items. So we're constantly just increasing the number of successful listings that we have in our store. You put them in, they stay there, and then you add in new items and find new winners into your store. Here's another seller right here. This one is insane. So this is really, really cool. This guy only has 24 listings in this store. But in the past month, he has sold almost 500 items, over $7,000 in sales. That's over a 2,000% sell-through rate. So they're absolutely crushing it with such a small store. They've really managed to just prune out all the listings that aren't doing well and only keeping in those 24 listings. It's probably fluctuating throughout the month, but 24 listings that are actually doing well. So you can see, I mean, they have items selling 45 times, 41 times, 38 times, all while doing drop shipping. And this is just within the past month. Here's another seller right here, over $9,000 in sales with only 125 listings. So I always get asked, Paul, how many listings do you need to have in order to make sales every day, in order to make $100 a day, in order to be profitable? You really don't need that many listings. What you need are good listings. You need to get really good at product research. And that's why I'm highlighting these stores, because that is what these sellers are doing. See over 300% sell-through rate, 378 it sold in the past month. So they're doing really, really well. Here's another one. I mean, look at this person. Over $19,000 in sales with only 174 listings. 174 might sound like a lot to some of your new sellers. It's really not. That is a really low number for the sales volume that they're having. Over $19,000 in sales in just the past month. And then finally, check out this seller right here. Over $145,000 in sales in the past month. Yes, they have 2,300 listings. So that is a lot. That's getting to the point where it's getting harder to manage for sure. But they also have $145,000 in sales. So I don't know about you, but I'll take $145,000 in sales a month, even if it means I have to manage 3,400 listings, which for those of you who don't know, we use software to manage those listings. So it's not that difficult. The software really manages most of it for us. So it's not that difficult. And I'll take that for $145,000 a month. So there you go, guys. All these sellers right here, these are drop shippers. They are drop shipping from some of them retail websites, some of them wholesalers, but they're all crushing on eBay. Drop shipping is still working right now in 2021, going into 2022. A lot of us are taking a break, like myself, but that break is not permanent. That's what the definition of a break is. All right, guys, let me know what your questions are, and I will do my best, like every single week, to answer those questions for you about dropshipping and making money online. All right, first up, we have Steven. He's saying, hey, so what's up, Steven? Thanks for coming back and just saying hi. Jonathan says, what's my favorite platform for buying and trading cryptocurrency? So crypto is not something I've talked a lot about on this channel, but I have made a few videos and I plan to make more videos about it in 2022, especially because the way that I'm making money with crypto is not the way that most people are. I'm using crypto bots, which are been really exciting to explore and work with over the past month or so that I've been working with them. Now, when you start buying cryptocurrency and trading it, you have to use what's called an exchange. So an exchange is where you can say, okay, put in US dollars and get out Bitcoin from it. Or you can put in Bitcoin and get out another coin, right? You can trade between coins. There are so many different exchanges out there. I use a few of them. The one that I use, not like a lot, but I use it to onboard money, I call it. It's called Coinbase. You might have heard of it. It's one of the most popular exchanges. And Coinbase, I'm not a huge fan of it because their fees are a bit higher. But I use it to onboard the money. It's very easy to buy like a stable coin, like USDC with it, or even Bitcoin with it. Very easy to do that. So I can buy it there and then transfer it to a cheaper exchange where I can then trade that USDC for the coin that I actually want. So there's a lot in there that you might not understand if you're not familiar with cryptocurrency. So basically, I buy it on Coinbase and send it to another exchange. The other exchanges I like are Qcoin is the big one, Kukoin. And the reason I like Qcoin is because they have a lot of coins available, a lot of coins. So I like having all those options available to me. Sometimes, especially with the crypto bots, I want to start using coins that aren't as popular. So they're not going to show up on like Coinbase or Coinbase Pro, and they will show up on Qcoin. And it might sound confusing. Okay, you buy on one, send to the other, like what coins to buy. Believe me, guys, like a month ago, I was just as clueless as a lot of you. But, you take a good course like I did, you learn, you kind of dive into this world. You can learn a lot really, really fast. Yeah, but those are the two. Primarily use Qcoin, but Coinbase I use to onboard. And if it's a big coin that it's very popular, that's on Coinbase Pro anyway, I can use Coinbase Pro for that. And then I also have some hardware wallets, some cold wallets. Hey, what's up? Thanks for being here. Okay, Mohammed said, if I open a Facebook shop, should I relist items from Marketplace to the new shop? Excellent question. No one has asked me this yet, and I think it's a really good question. So, for those of you who are not familiar, we sold a lot last year on Facebook Marketplace. So Facebook Marketplace is very similar to Craigslist. If you have a Facebook account, you already have access to Facebook Marketplace. You can just go on there, list an item up for sale, sell it right there. It's very, very easy to use, very beginner friendly, but it's not so easy to scale it up. So you can make some quick money with it, but not so easy to scale it up. If you really want to scale it up, you have to use Facebook Shops. Now with Facebook Shops, the items do get pushed to Facebook Marketplace. So they're ultimately ending up in the same place on Facebook Marketplace. But with the first method, we sell directly on Facebook Marketplace. With the second method, we add the items to Facebook Shops, which then pushes the item to Facebook Marketplace. Sounds like an extra step, so it's like a hassle. But really, because of the way Facebook Shops works and integrations and the software, you can really scale up Facebook Shops to a level that it's much harder to do with Facebook Marketplace. So both great places to sell. So if you're selling on Facebook Marketplace and seeing success with like a certain item and you start using Facebook Shops, I would definitely add it to Facebook Shops because it's going to be easier to manage there. You're probably just going to see an increase in sales with that item in Shops as opposed to straight onto Facebook Marketplace. That's just the way it is for whatever reason. When you start selling with Facebook Shops, the sales are higher than with Facebook Marketplace, even if you're selling the same items. So I would definitely, Mohammed, if you have a successful item on Facebook Marketplace, list the same item into your Facebook shop. All right. The Wind Horse says, hey, Paul, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Can I use IP Burger to your iPhone iOS for the Stealth account? Please advise, please, and please make more videos on Stealth account. Thank you. Great video. Okay. Let's unpack this a little bit. What is a Stealth account? What is IP Burger for those of you unfamiliar with that? So when you're selling on eBay, if you ever get to a point where for whatever reason eBay bans your account, it's very rare, but it does happen to some people. So if you get banned from eBay, then you are not allowed to create any new eBay account. If you try to create a new eBay account, eBay will know it's you and they'll shut down that new account too. How do they know it's you? Well, if your name's the same, if your address is the same, if your IP address is the same, and many other things they look at as well. So they look at all that stuff and they see too much in common, they're going to ban the new account because you've been banned in the past. So if you have been banned on eBay and you appealed it and you couldn't get it back for whatever reason, and you want to create a new account, the only way to do it is with a Stealth account. A Stealth account is one that's completely separate from your main account. New name, new address, new phone number, new email, new IP address, all that has to be new. So what we use is something called IP Burger, and IP Burger is a way to get a new IP address. It's like a VPN, but a better VPN than just like NordVPN. Do not use NordVPN for something like a stealth account. I use it all the time, or actually use Windscribe, which is similar, all the time when I'm on like public Wi-Fi. That's fine. But to use it to create a stealth account, that's not what I would do. It doesn't work. So you have to use something like IP Burger. And I think I have a video all about IP Burger. You just search for IP Burger Paul J Lipsky and it comes up how to use it. So yeah, I don't know if there's IP Burger available for the iPhone. That I'm not aware of. I've never tried, so you'd have to look that up yourself. But in general, I would say that drop shipping with your phone is not the way to go. You need a computer of some kind, laptop, Chromebook, desktop. You need that in order to drop ship. Do I know people who drop ship just on their phone? Yes. I don't think it's a very effective way to drop ship. I used to try to do it from my phone when I was working a 9-to-5 job. I would try to do it during my lunch break, trying to do a lot from my phone. It would take me 10 minutes to do something that would only take me 1 minute on the computer. So I just not worth the time at all. Do it from a computer. That's all there is to say about it. Yes, this is the spot to ask questions. Yeah, any sort of glitches like that, unfortunately not that uncommon for Facebook. Facebook is still a relatively new platform. Wally says, I'm missing the pending total on sales page in Facebook Marketplace. Do I need to report this to Facebook Marketplace support? Yeah, because any sort of problem, any sort of glitch, you want to report to them. They're a new platform. They have bugs to work out. New bugs pop up as they make changes. This is happening with Facebook. But it's still, I think, an incredible opportunity. Even on eBay, which has been around for so long, we still see bugs with it. So I'm willing to put up with those bugs for the money. I think it's totally worth it. Just got to kind of work with them and tell them about the bugs so they can fix them. Shane says, to me, it's just frustrating seeing success stories when I'm not having success, but good for them. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but I don't know how long you've been doing this, Shane, but my advice to you is just kind of be patient, because I've been frustrated before as well. When I first started, I saw some success, but I saw all these other people just crushing it. And the more I focus on that, the more it just kind of like distracted me and brought me down. I said, you know what? I'm just going to focus on me, on what I'm doing, and just concentrate on that. I did that for months and months and months. And then I was finally able to see success. But I really just put my head down, concentrated on what I was doing. I was hustling in the moment, but really being patient in the grander scheme of things. And I think that's really what paid off. And that'd be my advice to you as well. Especially, I've worked with a lot of new drop shippers and I see the same thing. So many people are impatient. And I don't use that word in like a patronizing way. I get it, man. We all want to make money. We all want to make money as quickly as possible. Like, I get that. But it takes time is what I'm trying to say. And there's a lot of people out there that tell you you can get rich with this quick. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, because that's not true, okay? You can make some good money with drop shipping. You can make some life-changing money. But are you going to be driving around in a Lamborghini next month? No. There's just no way that's going to happen. So just be patient, man. All right. Is it safe to buy items from eBay to increase feedback as a beginner? That's a question I haven't received in a while. So for those of you who don't know, when you sell on eBay, when you create an account on eBay, you have a feedback score. Now, the feedback score on most other websites is just based on you as a seller. So in other words, you sell an item, the buyer can leave you feedback, telling other sellers how good of a seller you are. The weird thing about eBay is that if you buy an item, the seller can also rate you as a buyer and leave you positive feedback. And it counts towards the same thing. It's kind of funny, but that's the way it works. So yes, on eBay, if you're a beginner, you could go out, buy some items on eBay and get some positive feedback that will count towards your feedback score, even though you bought items and didn't sell them. You can do that. Do I think it's necessary? No, absolutely not. Did I do it when I started? Yes, I did. But that's because I didn't know that feedback doesn't matter as much as people say it does. So I personally think it's kind of a waste of time to do it. If you're going to buy items anyway, sure, go ahead and buy them on eBay. It can't hurt. Maybe it helps you a little bit, but I think it's more important to get sales. When you get sales, you'll get some positive feedback. And you'll show to eBay you're a reputable seller, you can get sales, and they'll give you a higher limit. They'll give you more sales, they'll send more traffic your way. So it's just better to sell instead of buy as much. Chris is here. What is up, Chris? Chris says, I'm new to your channel. How do I get started? Can you walk me through the whole process? Wow. I don't think I can walk you through the whole process in this video, Chris. I can give you a broad overview and then point you in the right direction. So how about we do that? So we drop ship onto marketplaces. You can call it marketplace drop shipping if you want. So if you're not familiar with what this is how it works. We list up items for sale on marketplaces like eBay and like Facebook Marketplace. Now the listings we create are for products that we don't even own yet. We don't have them in our inventory. We don't have them in our garage or living room. I've never even touched these products before. I list them up for sale. Once they sell, then I buy them from my supplier, either another retail website for some marketplaces or from wholesale suppliers. So I buy it from them, and then the supplier will ship the item directly to my customer, meaning I never have to touch or handle the package at all. So the way we create these listings is we go to our supplier, do some research, find some good items. We just copy everything from our supplier's website, paste it into a new listing on the marketplace like eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and then we have that listing for sale. We sell it, we get the money, then we use a portion of that money to buy the item from our supplier. Supplier ships it to our customer, and we keep the rest as profit. In a nutshell, that is what we do. Now, there's a whole lot more that goes into this. So, Chris, in the description of this video, I have some free resources available to you. I have some free trainings there, as well as my courses as well. I have a course for eBay dropshipping and a course for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping that's currently closed for enrollment. So you can sign up for the eBay one if you want down below. I also have the free eBay dropshipping training linked up down below. And I think I have a free webinar that I did in the past about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. And you can check that out down below as well. And in a nutshell, that's what we do. All right. Johan says, eBay dropshipping is so hard. The fees are killing the business. So first, let me write a note because I want to make sure those links that I just mentioned are in the description. So I'll check that afterward. So links, first I'll put Zeke in there, and then the Facebook Marketplace webinar. Great. Old school pen and paper. All right. So Johan says, eBay dropshipping is so hard, the fees are killing the business. I take a little bit of issue with the way that this is kind of worded, okay? Now, I get it. eBay fees are going up, and that can be frustrating because it can feel like that's money coming out of your pocket. But that's not the reality. That's not the way it actually works. When you sell on eBay, when everyone sells on eBay, we are all paying the same fees. All of us. Which means that if we sell the same product, we are all paying the same fee for it. So you just have to learn what to list your items for at what price in order to cover your fees, the cost of the item, and enough to make the profit that you want as well. If you're not doing that math beforehand, or you don't have, a guide to show you that math beforehand, then it's going to feel like you're not making very much money. But if you price it out correctly, then the fee doesn't matter because the fee is built into the price of the item. If the fee matters to you, that means you are not taking it into account beforehand. That means you are not listing your item at the correct price. If you do all that correctly, then you'll always have enough left over for profit because you should know exactly when you list that item how much you are going to make in profit. So do that homework beforehand, do that math beforehand, and you'll never really be surprised by the fees. Marco says, hey, Paul, what Zeek plan do you recommend for beginners? So Zeek Analytics is the software that I just showed you that we use for product research. I will have my affiliate link for it down below in the description if it's not there already. I believe it is, but I'll double check after this live stream is over. And the plan that I recommend for that, Marcos, is the cheapest plan that they have. Go for that cheapest plan. You can always upgrade to the more expensive plan later. But I think for beginners, the cheapest plan is all you need to start out. So yeah, so again, this is not really truth. So Rick Wrote Dive says, is eBay dropshipping worth it? The fees are pretty high, almost no profit. Again, I'll say the same thing. If you are doing your math correctly beforehand, if you are planning out your listing ahead of time and you do the math, you will never be surprised by the fee. You will always have the profit that you want. If you're not happy with the profit, then raise the price of your items. That is what you have to do. All right, Alex says, hey, I'm drop shipping from China. What do I put for the item location? Is it China or can I keep it in the country I live in, which is Italy? You have to be honest, okay? Alex, you have to put on there exactly where the item is coming from. You can't lie about it. Now, you could lie about it, but you're not going to make it very long because eBay will be able to see, oh, okay, Alex, we know you said this item's coming from Italy, but it's very obviously not. You know, you've uploaded tracking numbers showing it's coming from China. So you're obviously not telling the truth, and we don't like that, and there could be consequences for that. They might impact your ranking in the search results, or you might get in further trouble with them. Do I know any good suppliers in the UK? I don't sell in the UK, Calum, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I sell here in the United States. I don't want to give advice for something I don't personally do. Is Facebook Marketplace still good for drop shipping in 2022? Yes, it is. I'm going to be making some more videos about this, but it's still alive and well and hot. Yeah. I actually think that Facebook Marketplace is one of the best opportunities right now. You know, December, we sold a lot on Facebook Marketplace through Facebook Shops. Facebook Shops is not available to everyone, but starting in January, it's going to open back up and more people will be able to use Facebook Shops. I think it's an incredible opportunity that more people are going to be jumping on soon. I got an indefinite eBay selling restriction. Have you ever gotten this? How do I lift this restriction that they say is not appealable? If they say it's not appealable, there's nothing you can do. It's really rare it gets this far. There's a few reasons it might happen, but without looking at your account, I really don't know. Usually the reason for this is because eBay feels that you're not who you say you are. So if you use a VPN to sign up for your account, like a commercial one, like a NordVPN, eBay knows that. Those are like blacklisted IP addresses. They know that. And they're going to say, who's this person trying to set up an eBay account with a VPN? That seems very fishy. Or if you try to set up one from outside the United States, when it's saying you're from the United States, like all these things, that's when they start to get nervous and will ban you. Let me get some water. Kind of have a dry mouth. All right. Chewy says, my shop, I think you mean your Facebook shop, has been restricted for a while. I didn't even start using it yet. Support isn't helping much. So if that's the case, probably what happened is that you were in that time period when, like right before Facebook shops, people were getting their Facebook shops approved from Marketplace. And then like a month ago, Facebook stopped doing it. You might have been kind of in that little period, like in between. So you might have like gotten it and then immediately you really didn't get it, I would just wait until January to see what happens. And then in January, I would try to set up another Facebook shop. I had some problems with shops and I said, forget about this. I'm just going to create a new one. They're pretty fast to set up, and then I got some of the new ones approved. And then my old ones were approved. So, yeah. Okay. 2 eBay accounts, but I really only use one at this point. Okay. So what are my views on sourcing from China? Says Ari. I don't really do it. I don't do it, actually. So the reason I don't do it, I've tried it in the past, and it works. There's profit to be made there. And I think for a lot of people, it's worth it. For me, it didn't really seem worth it. So the issues I dealt with were long shipping times to my customers. Now, on platforms like eBay, you can kind of set the shipping and handling times. So you can kind of tell the customers, hey, this is going to take a while to arrive, and because it's coming from China. Some customers are willing to wait. Others won't be willing to wait, so they won't purchase from you. Others will purchase it from you not knowing there's a long shipping and handling time. And that's where one of the issues comes in. Customers are expecting it for whatever reason. They don't know it's taking longer, even though you say it will. And so they get upset when it takes longer than they expected. Start complaining, start sending messages, start contacting eBay, blah. The other big problem is quality of the items. A lot of times you'll end up getting or sending your customers just kind of these junk items. That can be mitigated. Of course, if you get complained about an item, stop selling that one and concentrate on items that do sell well. And then the third reason are returns. Returns, I just never really had a smooth return process back to China. And usually you just ended up eating the cost of it, which actually is not a terrible strategy because when you're drop shipping from China, usually you could have a higher markup and you can eat the cost of returns. Or a lot of times we would offer the customer partial discounts. Some of them would take that. That's a strategy people use. But for me, it just wasn't worth it for everything. When I have US-based suppliers that much smoother process than that. Paul B says, don't forget to smash the like button, everyone. I would appreciate you going just down underneath this video and giving this video a big thumbs up. I'm answering these questions for you guys for free. That's the only thing I ask for as payment. A nice big thumbs up on the video. It takes you, half a second to do it? And I'm on here for a full hour most weeks answering your questions for you guys. Okay, Zion says, how are the crypto bots doing so far? So excited about these crypto bots. So, for those of you not familiar with what these crypto bots are, obviously, I am buying and investing in cryptocurrencies. My strategy up until recently was just buy and hold. Buy coins that I think the next few years are going to go up in value and just hold them. But now I have these bots. So what the bots will do is many times a day, hundreds of times a day, as the price of a coin goes down, it will buy it. As the price of the coin goes back up, it will sell it. Just little bits, little bits, little bits. And that can add up if you do it hundreds of times a day. So I've been playing with this. The course that I signed up for, it just ended recently. So I've just finished getting all the information that I need in order to successfully run the bots. I was running some bots before I had even finished the course, which was a mistake. This is a really good example of why it pays to have a good course and why it pays to go through that entire course and follow the advice. Because the first bot I set up, I didn't set it up correctly. Now, the funny thing is that it was still making money. It was still working, but it just wasn't working as well as it should have. So I recently closed that down. I pretty much didn't really make too much money with that at all. So I closed that one down, and I'm running right now what are called demo bots. So this is a really cool thing about the program is that it teaches you, the course I took, is that, let me leave a link to it down below, to that course. The course actually teaches you how to set up these demo bots. So the demo bots will say like, okay, like you're not actually putting any money behind it. So it's not like I'm actually putting like $3,000 into one of these bots. It's like you can pretend that you did, and you could see what your results would be if you had put money into it. So I set up these demo bots, and I'm playing with the different strategies, and I'm getting it now. Okay. So I'm feeling really confident. One of my bots has, my demo bot, mind you, is up like over $500. So I put $3,000 into it, and over the past like 2 weeks, it's made $500. So if things keep going the way it does, and I put that into a real bot, that's looking at like $1,000 a month just from a $3,000 investment, which is pretty cool. So it's really cool stuff there, and I'm going to be making more videos about it. I'm going to be doing regular updates about how my bots are doing here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe. Aaron says, how do you find stuff to sell on Walmart? Okay, so Aaron, this is the secret sauce. This is the product research. This is the most important thing you have to learn as a dropshipper, hands down, Aaron. So many people ask me, what's the secret? What's the trick? Why are some people successful and other people aren't? It's 100% product research. You could get everything else down. So like inside my eBay course, I show you click by click what to do, how to set up your entire eBay store, how to use the software, everything. All of that, all you have to do is follow what I teach you, step by step, click by click. The only thing that you have to master is the product research. Now, I teach you how to do product research, click by click. I show you lots of examples. It's a very easy formula I give you, but it's still a skill you have to master and be patient with. That is the secret sauce. That's what separates the successful dropshippers from the unsuccessful ones, along with a little dash of patience in there as well. Because patient people will see success and impatient people will not. All right. So yeah, I have the course, but also down below the free eBay training, I go into the product research as well. So you can get that for free in the training down below. Okay, not answering. I answer myself. I dropship plus 3 years, have 4 account buy. I'm not sure what that question was. Okay, so you feel like I didn't answer your question fast enough. Again, we're talking about patience here. I don't see questions right away in this live chat. So I go through the questions in order, and I'm only like halfway through them right now. So be a little patient with me because I'm trying to answer them in the order I'm receiving them. And I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Not going to apologize for that. Okay. How long did it take you to make a job replacing income with dropshipping? Oh, great question, Calum. Calum? Sorry. Calum. Yeah, so I started January 2017, which means I'm coming up on 5 years, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5-year anniversary since I started dropshipping. Wow, it's been 4 years since on this channel. So it's been quite a journey, guys. It's pretty awesome. And I'll be making, I think next week, next live Q&A, I'll be talking about 2021 recap and 2022 goals. I do this every year. It's one of the episodes, one of the live streams I most look forward to because I like setting goals. So I'll be doing that next week, but and I'll be talking more about, oh my gosh, it's been 5 years. Whoa. So you'll hear me talk about that next week. I mean, oh, it will be next year that I talk about that. All right. How long did it take me to make a full-time income from dropshipping? Less than a year. So I started January 2017, and I'm not sure exactly which month I ended up making more money than my full-time job, but I know I'm fairly certain by October. So October, November, December, and then going forward every month made more than I was making per month at my job that I had before I quit. Now, mind you, I didn't quit right away. So I was basically had double income by October of 2017. And then I quit my job a whole year later. I believe I quit it in, gosh, I don't remember what month I quit in now. I thought it was October. Yeah, I think it was October. I have it written down on my calendar somewhere, so I remember every year. Yeah, so I waited like a while because for a few reasons. I'm a very conservative person in terms of like money and investments. And I just didn't think it was a smart idea to quit the job that took me 8 years to get when you consider undergraduate, law school, and then like going out and trying jobs I don't like until I found the one that I like. So for 8 years, it took me to get this job. And I was going to give it up for something that I'd only been doing for like 8 months. So that didn't seem like a smart decision. I made the conservative decision and stayed at my job while doing the drop shipping. That allowed me to invest a lot of money during that time, which is awesome. Yeah. So yeah, that's the answer. So basically, okay, I know what I was going to say. That's why I felt like I didn't finish yet. So then I did eBay dropshipping, and then as soon as I added a second income source, which was Amazon, then I felt more comfortable quitting the job. Okay. All right. Jermika says, is it true eBay doesn't like dropshipping? Are there any triggers in our listings that would alarm them? So eBay allows dropshipping as long as you use a wholesale supplier. That is what it says in their terms and conditions. So this is why more and more I've been pushing for people to use wholesale suppliers. So a retail supplier, on the other hand, is like Amazon or Walmart.com. Wholesale supplier is a supplier that consumers can't directly buy from. So they get their items, wholesale suppliers get them directly from the manufacturer and then sell them to the retail stores. So they sell them to Walmart and Amazon and to us as drop shippers, as wholesale drop shippers. So wholesale is completely allowed. As for retail, it's not allowed, but lots of people do it anyway. Some of the people I showed you in the beginning of the video are retail dropshippers. So how are they doing this? How are they getting away with this? What we have found is that eBay says it's not allowed, but they do tolerate it to a certain extent. They definitely don't like people who dropship from Amazon to eBay. They see Amazon as a huge competitor. They don't want to give them any money. So if they find out they are dropshipping from Amazon to eBay, usually what they will do is they will take your listings and lower them in the search results. The other suppliers, it can happen with them, but not as often as what we're finding. For some reason, they seem to target Amazon more. But yeah, the suggestion really is to do more wholesale than anything else. In my course, I teach both wholesale and retail. I try to be really clear on that I really think wholesale is the way to go at this point. But I've had people complain saying, hey, I want to learn how to do retail. That's not in the course. I say, well, I teach you how to do wholesale because that's what eBay wants. They say, well, I want to learn to do retail anyway. So I include it in there. It's your choice which one you want to do. Both options are there, but wholesale is really what's allowed. Yeah, so this person asked, do you have any other better suppliers than AliExpress? AliExpress takes too long to ship the items and shipping is expensive. Yeah, we use US-based suppliers. So wholesale, again, if you're doing eBay, wholesale is the way to go. And finding wholesale suppliers is a process. It's not as easy as retail dropshipping. So I get why people want to do retail dropshipping. I still like it. All I do on Facebook Marketplace is retail dropshipping because it's so freaking simple to do, so easy. You don't have to go search for relationships with suppliers. Just go on Walmart. Just go on Amazon. It's just super simple to dropship from these retailers onto like Walmart, especially because onto Facebook, especially because Facebook doesn't care that you do it. eBay cares a little more. So that's why we're using the wholesale suppliers. But the wholesalers, they're harder to find. In the wholesale course, that is one of the important things I teach you is how to use or how to find those wholesale suppliers, because that is a process in and of itself. There shouldn't be any problem with changing your eBay account from a personal to a business one. All right, Lawrence says, I have a shop that's been approved. Should I publish it before January when I can get the shipping option, or just wait until next year to publish it? As far as I know, Lawrence, there's no harm in you publishing it right now. So when you create, let me pull that back up. When you create a Facebook shop, for those of you who don't know, you'll have the shop, you can set everything up, you can add products, but no one will be able to see it until you publish it. So you can publish the entire shop at once, and that's what Lawrence is asking if you should do that right now. Yes, I will. So Chewy just asked, can you make an update video on how your crypto bots from the course I took are going? I will be doing that. I want to give a little bit more time because, like I said, I just shut one down, and for the reasons I explained, I'm going to be setting up some new ones. So I want some time for those actually to kind of work out a little bit. So definitely sometime in January, I'll be making a video. Well, I should never say definitely about anything, but soon enough. Chris says, one more question, please. As many questions as you want, Chris, until I lose my voice. I need some water. So Chris wants to know, does the buyer get the receipt when you dropship? Like if you dropship from Walmart, do they send an invoice receipt with the price on it? Excellent question, Chris. If you're using wholesale suppliers, no, they do not include the price in the box, or they shouldn't even include an invoice in the box. It should look like they shouldn't even know that it's coming from someone who's not you. If you use Amazon as a supplier, you can get a gift receipt with no price on it. Walmart does not include any sort of invoice in the box. Home Depot includes an invoice with no price on it. Lowe's will include the price in the box. AliExpress usually doesn't. So different retailers have different kind of policies about that, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's a rundown of some of them at least. If you're using a new supplier, you can just contact them and ask, or order something, have it delivered to your house, and look what the experience is like. What does it look like on the box? Is there an invoice inside? Is there a price on the invoice? Look, Jermika gave me a thumbs up, so I appreciate that. This is challenging if this happens. So this is another reason why you might want to use wholesale suppliers. Happy New Year, everyone. Next year is our New Year celebration. Keep saying that. Next week is our New Year celebration. Aaron says, how much money do you need to start dropshipping on eBay? Very little, Aaron, when you compare it to most online businesses. So think about this. You don't need to buy the inventory up front. You don't have to worry about the fees because those are baked into the price of the item. You don't have to worry about storing the items. You don't need a warehouse. You don't have to worry about shipping costs because any sort of shipping costs by your supplier is going to be baked into the price of the item as well. So what do you need to start? You need an eBay store that's free. You can get a free account. You get the software. You can get a free trial for that. Maybe $15 a month if you're going to start paying for it right away. What else do you need for eBay dropship? You need a credit card as well because eBay won't release the money to you until after you upload a tracking number. So you do need a credit card to fulfill the order, but you're going to get paid out by eBay before that credit card statement becomes due. So you can just pay off the credit card with those funds and then keep the rest as profit. So not very much, Aaron. So I do agree. Ari says that shipping times for AliExpress vendors are unreliable. What are your best US vendors? So again, wholesale, retail. Wholesale, I don't reveal what my suppliers are because that's part of the game, is for you to find suppliers for yourself, wholesale suppliers. Retail, Walmart, Home Depot, especially for Facebook Marketplace, a lot of Walmart, some Home Depot, a little bit of Amazon, not as much Amazon as we used to do. Okay. For your eBay orders, says Lars King, do you use your own personal credit debit card or a business credit debit card? Always a business one. I always keep my personal assets separate from my business assets all the time. So that means I set up a business bank account, got a business credit card. Did I do that right away? No, I did everything under my personal name, but I'd use a credit card that I only use for the business, even though the business and me were the same thing. Once I set up an LLC, I set up a bank account and credit card for the LLC and only use that. Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for being here. Lars King says, I just started retail dropshipping. Is it a good option for scaling? I would say scaling, you want to go for wholesale. Retail, you could definitely start with it, get your feet wet, understand the system. Again, super easy. And I think that's what appeals to most people about it. But you want to graduate to wholesale eventually, is my opinion. But retail on Facebook Marketplace is still fine. It's really good on Facebook Marketplace. It's all we do. I'm using AutoDS, but they're too expensive. Is it even worth it? So you're probably using a plan that you don't need. I would go for a cheaper plan. Make sure you're not getting any add-ons that you don't need. That way you can bring the cost down and make it more affordable for you. I think it's really affordable for what it is, but if you're paying for a lot of stuff you don't need, maybe that's the reason why. DJ Max Official says, I have a wholesale supplier, but it's for lingerie, and eBay didn't like it because it's famous. That could be, but if you have the proper documentation saying you're allowed to use it, you should be allowed to sell those items. Oh no, Lars is COVID positive, but now he has more time to dropship. So he's thankful for all the knowledge I'm sharing with you guys. So Lars, hopefully, man, you get better soon, and this is all out of your system, and you're fine, totally fine afterward. I know a lot of people are getting sick recently. A lot of people I know. It was funny, not funny. Funny is not the right word. Last year or 2 years ago, when the first big wave hit, I really didn't know anyone that got sick. I think maybe one person, and now I feel like a lot of people I know are getting sick. So if any of you guys are sick out there, take care of yourselves, feel better. And hopefully you guys will all be back on your feet, feeling fine in no time. All right. Zanab says, hey, I started using AutoDS, but it doesn't work well for me. Is there any similar app I can use? So I'm not sure why it's not working for you. I like it, but hey, it's not for everyone. I get that. So some similar apps you can try are SKUGrid is one you can look at, SKUGRID. Now, I will say, that's the biggest one that I've spent the most time trying besides AutoDS. It works really well, but it is massively confusing to use, in my opinion. It's great because it works with a lot of suppliers, but I find it really confusing to use. And that's why I love AutoDS. Very simple to use, very beginner friendly, and it works. Lars says you should start a Discord. I have a Discord actually, but it's a very small Discord. It's only for people that signed up for the crypto course that I'm in using my affiliate link. So we're just talking about crypto on there. I've tried different communities. I'm always experimenting. So I have a Facebook group that's linked up down below, a free public Facebook group. Anyone who joins one of my courses gets access to a private forum that's on my private website. It's not a Facebook group. It's not a Discord. And that's going okay. And then we have the Discord that I just started trying. It's the first Discord that I started. So I might move all my everyone who signed up for my course over to a Discord instead, because I really like Discord. But yeah, that's it. I only have for the crypto stuff. AutoDS, that's what I use. What's the best place to dropship other than eBay, says Ari? Facebook Marketplace. It is such a hot opportunity right now. So much money being made there, so much money being spent there. And we're just seeing incredible things on there. Everyone who signs up for it, and people who've done eBay in the past, have, wow, like the margins are much higher here on Facebook Marketplace. And just a great opportunity, especially if you start doing shops where the sales are even higher than Facebook Marketplace. So I would definitely keep Facebook Marketplace on your radar. What are the projections for dropshipping in 2022? This is something we're going to talk about next week during my New Year's special, 2021 recap, 2022 goal setting. I'll be talking about what I'm looking forward to in 2022. So make sure to come to the live stream next week so we can kind of talk about all that stuff together. But I have some high hopes for 2022. I don't do Shopify. And right now I don't plan on doing Shopify either. Even though I've thought about it a lot in the past, I've tried it a couple of times. It's not a marketplace. You know, most people think that this channel is about dropshipping, and it is, but really it's about marketplace dropshipping, selling on marketplaces, because the marketplaces are where it's at. I mean, hey, you guys can go try to drop ship on like Shopify, but man, is that difficult, because you have to drive all the traffic yourself. You have to pay for the ads. There's a lot of things to be said about Shopify. It's great if you can figure it out. Most people are not going to figure it out. With these marketplaces that you can drop ship on, you can see success a lot faster than you can see on Shopify. You may never see success on Shopify and actually see results on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, because you're going where the customers already are. I mean, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. That's where people are. That's where people are spending money. Go there instead of trying to force them to come to you. All right, guys. Thanks, Lars. I appreciate calling me the GOAT. Established markets are where the traffic already is. I agree 100%, man. All right, guys. So I'm going to close it out there for this week, because if you can't hear my voice again, I'm a little bit tired. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming out, asking such amazing questions. Again, next week, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time for our live Q&A. Also, we'll be talking about New Year's resolutions, everything I have planned for 2022. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to join me next week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.